do it all. The angels willing to hold us in their arms. When our worth of stone or ashes, and we both passed on. Let forever mean forever and carry on.
Good afternoon. Wow, so looking at the headlines, I kind of have to ask the question, are we going to end the year with a bang? Wow, lots of craziness from more than one place. So definitely something to think about. I'll get into that in just a second. Let me run through the normal stuff real quick, and we will go from there. Let's see. Amazon, we are at $45.10. Appreciate everybody that participates in that. It shows that our numbers are even now. So there was one that was up one, and I can't remember if it was ordered items or shipped items. I think it was shipped items, to be honest. So I think possibly one more item needs to ship. So anyway, I appreciate those who participate. For those that don't know, we're an Amazon affiliate. In the description of the videos, as well as at the watchmannews.com in the top right, we've got a link. If you click that link, it just takes you to Amazon. If you make a purchase, it doesn't cost you anything more, and it throws a little our way. Let's see. I'll just forego the Teespring stuff. We also got a donate link. That's in the description of the videos, as well as in the main menu right there. That just takes you to our PayPal donate page. You don't have to have an account or anything like that. You can just use a debit or a credit card. I always let people know it does say Transforming Disabilities. That's us. And purpose the Watchman News donations. So anyway, okay, so obviously if you haven't been paying attention to the news, you may not know of one or both or either of these, but so we had an embassy get attacked, and in Iraq, protesters. That's the claim. I'm not saying it is or it isn't. I have no clue, but it's being said that protesters overtook the embassy. So, there's been kind of some harsh words back and forth from Iraq and the U.S. And who was it that said something about, I know Angry Americans said something about, you can expect something in Iran in 2020. So without a doubt. And you know what? I have to agree with that. On the other end of the spectrum, Kim Jong-un is saying some pretty serious stuff. So I sit here and I think about that, and the only reason why I think about that is the timing. That's what's got me, the timing. Now, could Kim Jong-un do something? Absolutely. There's a number of things that Kim Jong-un could do. A number of things, if he really had the intent to do it. Well, the United States has been really stepping on a lot of damn countries. As far as Iraq is concerned, could they do it? Well, maybe not directly. But that doesn't mean that individuals or small groups of individuals couldn't hit multiple popular locations at one time. I'm just saying, not that I think that is that organized at this point. I don't think. I think this was just protests from, the airstrike. However, it's definitely food for thought. Definitely food for thought. I'll tell you what, they always talk about national defense and what we need to do to secure our national defenses. How about leave other countries alone? That would be a good start. That would be a good start. Because you know what? If these other countries aren't bothering anybody else, why are we bothering them? It's insane. It's insane. There's a lot of headlines to deal with these two topics. I just, like I said, I find the timing more interesting than not. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Again, the Iraq thing, they really think it's just directly to do with the airstrike, and I would tend to agree it probably is. My question is how quick could they organize if they were that upset? You know, I don't know. Iraq, more or less, I believe Iraq has kind of condemned it. But, you know what? Two things. Number one, you know, not everybody would admit to doing something like that. If Iraq, the government, had ulterior motives, they're not going to just come right out and say, oh, yeah, we did it. Right? On the flip side of that, what if the attack on the embassy was actually backed by certain individuals? You think about that. And I'm talking about individuals that claim to have U.S. interests, but their real interest is war. So, just food for thought. A lot of craziness. And I do, by the way, agree with Angry American. I do think 2020 we will see war with Iran at some point, because they are really pushing that narrative. We'll see. Long ago, there was a list of countries that was given out, and even pretty much an exact order of the countries as to how they would be more or less overtaken. And sure enough, country after country after country, the United States has gone in for whatever reason, and the place was just destroyed. Several places, several countries. It's insane. Buckle up. You know, I like I said, even if a president had the best intentions, even if, they are not the ones in control. In fact, they're not even in control of the country. They're not supposed to be in control of the country. The office of the President of the United States is largely just like a figurehead thing, right? Because most everything is supposed to be done through Congress, acting on the behalf of us. Don't laugh too hard. You know, it's nuts. It is absolutely nuts, everything that's going on. So anyway, you know, my message going into 2020 is just be ready. Be ready, please. Definitely be ready for the possibility of being without the power grid, without a doubt. And of course, that includes the internet. I think we got interesting times ahead. And again, you know, I don't think the President of the United States is the one calling shots. I think there are global interests that are much, much larger than the President of the United States could ever think about being. Think about it. Think about it. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Let me go ahead and read you the headlines, and then we'll get going on into the regular content of the show. And I don't see my stupid phone. Let me throw it out the window. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't be doing a show tomorrow. So, I mean, it's just New Year's Day. It's not that special. The only thing special about it is I'll probably forget to change this date from 2019 to 2020. That'd probably be the only special thing about it. Okay, let me read through the headlines here. Trump administration vaping ban is back, maybe. That is in the news. So apparently the FDA has sent him another proposal to review. So nothing, to my knowledge, nothing more has came out about that. We'll see. I'm slowly dying here. Sedated Assange tells friend during Christmas Eve call from UK prison as health concerns mount. We have full confidence in Modi's government. Huawei thanks New Delhi after it gets cleared for 5G trials. Utterly surreal. Thousands tapped on Australian beach by on Australian beach by massive fire, turning skies red and raining embers. Those are from last night. Starting from today, UK envoy says UK contributed to Assange's torture, urges British government to release him immediately. Only U.S. government-friendly apps allowed. Army banned soldiers from using TikTok over alleged Chinese cyber threat. Huawei says survival is its first priority for 2020 amid mounting pressure from Washington. Fallen Nissan boss Carlos Ghosn makes improbable escape from Japan. So that's crazy. I think it said he went to Lebanon. So I believe what? I believe he went to Lebanon, and I think I read something that he's also got like citizenship there. So China launches probe into mysterious viral pneumonia and rumors of SARS 2.0. That's great news, isn't it? Wonderful. U.S. envoy reportedly evacuated as Baghdad protesters attempt to storm embassy amid fury over airstrikes. Protesters break into U.S. embassy compound in Baghdad as crowds rally against American airstrikes in Iraq. Boeing to pay compensation to Turkish Airlines over 737 MAX grounding. Aggression against Baghdad embassies will be punished. Protesters should stay away, says the Iraqi prime minister. Now, again, who knows? Trump blames Iran for Baghdad embassy attack, promises U.S. will always respond strongly. Goes and ghosted, disgraced Nissan chief reportedly fled Japan, hidden in a musical instrument case. There you go. If you ever need to, hide and get on a plane or something. I don't know if you went by plane or car or what, but nonetheless, banjo on. Let's see. Trump calls U.S. helping Russia thwart terror attack great and important coordination. I sort of do. Straight couples get the go-ahead for civil partnerships in the UK. Okay. U.S. sends reinforcements to its Baghdad embassy amid Iraqi protests over strikes. This is your time. Trump calls for Iraqis to rise up against Iran. Do you hear this? Trump calls for Iraqis to rise up against Iran. I'm telling you. Israeli court dismisses attempts to block Netanyahu's re-election campaign over charges. U.S. is torturing Chelsea Manning. Top UN official says treatment of Manning is cruel and degrading. Iran slams U.S. audacity to blame it for Baghdad embassy storming. Stocks close out best year since 2013. S&P 500 soars 28.9%. If you think we're doing beautiful, you're about ready to start singing, you might want to hold off. I'm telling you, we're not in good shape. Not at all. In fact, bubbles are not good things. Bubbles are not good things. Trump's Benghazi or crisis averted. Embassy siege brings up parallels with Clinton's darkest hour. This is not warning. It is a threat. Trump declares U.S. embassy in Iraq safe. Says Iran will pay big price for attack. Hear that? Iran will pay big price for attack. A video says Apache attack choppers, 100 Marines deployed to patrol U.S. embassy in Baghdad. Ought to be an interesting video. We will check that video out. Wow. That's it, I do believe. Kim vows DPRK to continue strategic weapons development, and thus U.S. terminates hostile policy. Now, that's one headline. North Korea won't stop nuclear expansion in face of U.S. threat, but U.S. attitude adjustment can work wonders, Kim says. Attitude adjustment. We'll see. We'll see. There's two words I could say for 2020. Get ready. Anyway, let me close up the monologue. We'll go from there. For those here for the live show, we'll be here until 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Those just here for the monologue or watching the recording later on, thank you very much. As always, God bless you. We love you, and be one with your spirit.